Hi there and welcome to another episode of Andy Robinson RC, and cheers for checking out the channel today. On this episode we have this, a 1988 Vericom Panda Pandamonium racing buggy, which is two-wheel drive, and say this is from 1988. It's an original one and it is in superb condition. So yeah, so some of you may have seen this. I'm guessing there's quite a lot who haven't, but actually I've had one of these before many years ago, and it wasn't as good as this one. But yeah, so there you go, super looking thing. I'm liking this. So I got this off Facebook Marketplace, and it had been found in a house clearance, and the guy had listed it. Didn't really know too much about it, didn't know if it worked, but he said it looked like it not really been used, and yeah, that was quite an accurate description, as you can see from underneath as well. It's virtually mark free, might be a couple little marks under there somewhere, but generally mark free. Okay, so yeah, this would have been one of Panda's or Vericom's basic models, and it's not too dissimilar from the likes of the Tamiya Hornet Grasshopper. You've got the rolling rigid sort of like live beam axle at the back. This one pivots with like a large ball there, as you can see there. So that's quite cool. That I like that, rather than the Hornet that has the two springs and an axle, well, like a bar that runs in the gearbox case, it goes up and down. This pivots on a ball, sort of big ball joint there. Okay, as well, now what I do like about this as well, this one has, unlike the Grasshopper, which has the swing arm front suspension, this has double wishbone front suspension, if you can see that there. Look at that, it's got double front wishbone suspension, so I'm rather liking that. I think that's great, especially on like a sort of one of these types of buggies. So I think this will handle much better than a Tamiya Grasshopper or Hornet. So yeah, really liking that. So I've got double front wishbone suspension on there. Now, some of the earlier versions of this car came with more toy grade electronics. You'd get like a electronic circuit board inside the car, and that would act as the electronic speed control and receiver. Where the later ones had a proper mechanical speed control, throttle and steering servo, and separate receiver. What I will do is I'll take the body off this and we can have a quick look inside. So we'll do that in a sec. Oh, also as well, I said this one is a Vericom 1998 Pandemonium buggy. Now, it also, I think Thunder Tiger released one of these as well, or Thunder Tiger bought out Vericom. I can't quite remember which way that goes now. Also as well, Grasshopper released this as the Pinto as well. Mine came with the instruction manual, which is cool. The Panda 1/10 scale off-road RC car kit, and even dated on the back, 1998 Vericom Industries, Fountain Valley, California. But I know it's quite a nice looking manual. So it goes through the whole process of building them in steps. So. And it's pretty clear, so that was cool. So it's good to get the manual. Would have liked the box as well, but you can't have everything. Okay, now it did come with a handset, but that was trashed, unfortunately. When I say trashed, all the terminals had broke inside, so unfortunately that was no good. Luckily, I had another 27 megahertz handset that I would just put the crystals in and set everything up to it. So luckily that works, which is good. Now I have given this a little sort of test to make sure everything does work on it, because the guy didn't know if it did. But luckily it does, because I think everything should do really. It's in so good condition, and that would have been a little surprise if it didn't work. But yeah, so it's all good. But I haven't actually taken it out for a proper run or anything. I just tested it briefly. But before we go any further, we're going to take the body shell off, and I'd like to show you just inside it. So, oh, actually, before we do, as I was saying before, I have here a Grasshopper. And as I was showing you the on this here, you've got the double wishbone suspension on the Panda. This is obviously the Grasshopper with its swing arm type suspension. So yeah, not as good really. And again, you've got the rolling rear axle, live axle at the back, but on the Grasshopper it's completely fixed. Okay, also as well, you have got what look to be like 4 oil shocks on here, but they're not. They are friction shocks, but you can swap them out for oil ones, but they seem alright for what they are. But I still reckon this is going to handle better than that. And probably, hopefully, bounce a lot less as well, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll whip the body off on this, and you can have a little look inside. And then hopefully what we're going to do is, we're going to go outside and give it a little test drive and see what it's like. So, but I can't believe the condition of this. Someone must have bought this and then maybe had a few goes on it and then put it away, because it's just so good. The tyres are nice and soft. There's no cracking. So totally amazed by that. So yeah, anyway, we'll give this a go now, and we'll try and get the body off here. That's one of the screws there. The other one. Yeah. In theory, it comes off dead easily, but if you're doing it on camera, it doesn't. Now, actually, with the Grasshopper, you screw the body on down from the top, where this one you screw it from underneath. And also, the body is a bit of a tight squeeze on this. You've got to sort of almost flex the rear suspension mounts out of the way to get the body off. Anyway, we'll just sort of like push it to the side, and I'll hold it up because my aerial wire's all tangled. It was a nightmare to thread that aerial wire into that aerial tube for some reason. There you go. So as you can see, that's the inside of the Panda Pandamonium. So you've got your steering servo, throttle servo, mechanical speed control, and 27 megahertz BEC receiver. And now this one is a Aristocraft high tech. So yeah, which is cool. So I don't know how good they are, but let's hope they're good enough. Anyway, we'll put this lid back on, and we'll attempt to give it a little run for you, and you can see what it's like. And hopefully, I'm going to go and commandeer my grumpy teenage son, Devlin, and hopefully he can do the camera work for me. But I've got to get the body on back first. That's the trick. That is the trick, isn't it? Right. So hopefully this will go back in pretty easily. One. Make sure the holes are all lined up. Oh, it's not good if the holes aren't lined up. And actually on this, to help secure the body, when you put these pins in to screw the body down, they actually screw in through the body and into the roll cage. So it's kind of cool really. But yeah, it's definitely a cool looking thing. I'd like to do a bit of detailing on this as well. I think I'd like to get a driver figure in it mainly, maybe. And if I can, get those the roll bars painted up on it, just to give it a bit extra detail. So, but yeah, I mean, look, even the lights are all on as well. I haven't got lost, so that's really cool. Okay, body's back on. Let's just turn it on and make sure everything is all ready to go outside. Remember, when you've seen the video on the tamiya bullhead that we had on, it was ready to go, and then the controller just died on me, and I had to frantically get it ready. So as you can see there, the servo steering is working, but it's painfully slow. That, oh dear. So it's definitely going to need a new servo. And there we go. I think the wheels are going to spin, as you can see there. Forwards, backwards. Well, there you go. So we've got a working car. Always a good thing. Now I'm going to go and commandeer my son. Let's go and see what this is like outside. Back in a minute. Okie dokie. Right, Devlin, if you could just grab the camera off there first, please. Right, okay. Let's go and give this beast a bit of a run. Yeah, that's the door you've just hit. Yeah. Right, okay. Now, it was at this point last time, when we were filming the bullhead, that the remote died a horrible death. But I don't think we're going to have that problem. Right, okay, so this is the Panda Pandamonium. I love the looks of this, but let's just see what it's like. I think we'll drive it up the street and we'll go around the corner for the little dusty track that we used. Oh, actually, it's quite nippy. That is pretty nippy, but the steering is woeful. The steering servo's so slow. It wonders it's not quick enough to react. But the buggy itself is pretty cool. Anyway, let's take it up here a minute. I'm quite sure it's one of our videos. I'm sure we'll get it a car coming past and ruining it. Right, so this is our little tracky thing that we come to. Let's hope there's enough signal on this old 27 MHz radio system as well. But yeah, I mean, it certainly doesn't hop around like a Grasshopper, so I reckon this will drive a lot better. Even on those friction shots, it's soaking up the bumps so much better. So that steering servo is awful. But it's quite zippy for a standard 540 motor. Got some dust going. Oh yeah, lovely stuff. But yeah, I think this is ace. I just really need to put some modern electrics in. I'll just stop it there for a sec. But yeah, I've made it all dusty now. It's all nice and clean. Yeah, so what I want to do with this is get like just a hobby ring quick run 1060C. Get it ball raced. It does have the brass bushings in, but I want to get it ball raced. And put a better steering servo in that it doesn't take like forever to react, and give it another run, see what it's like with a bit better electronics in. But I think it's pretty cool. I might even try it again at the beam axle class at Blackpool, which means I'll have to leave the suspension on it as it is. But I think that's cool. Ah, that's wicked. So yeah, better than I thought. Oh, let's bring it down. I don't know how far the ranges on this, but it seems alright. But yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I think that's pretty damn cool. I think that was a bargain. In fact, I didn't tell you how much I paid for this. Now, the chap wanted £70 for this, plus postage. But I thought I'd try him with a lower offer. It probably was worth that, to be honest, but I actually paid £50 for this. So I was, I can smell hot electrics. That's never good, is it? But yeah, I paid £50 for this, so I thought I was in a pretty much a steal, really, considering the condition of it. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now. We'll do another video of this at some point. I'll get some better electrics in it, and we'll give it another go. But yeah, cheers for checking this one out. And again, this is the Vericom Panda Pandamonium 2-wheel drive buggy from 1988. Right, cheers for checking out the channel. Much appreciated. If you haven't already and you'd like to see more content, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that like and notification bell. Also, come find us on Instagram and Facebook groups under Andy Robinson RC. Right, I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves and take care. See you later.